Hello, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randy4short or Randy4short, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a digital cash stuffing for my February 2022 budget. So if that interests you, stay tuned. All right, so let me go ahead and bring up Qube Money. I am going to be looking down at my phone in my planner, in order to show you guys my planner. I would need 3 cameras and I only got 2. So I'm gonna show you my face and I'm gonna show you my phone. So what I'm going to do is stuff my digital cash envelopes via Qube Money. So if you saw my video before this one, that was all of my budget. So I'm just literally gonna go through that whole budget and fund everything for the month. So I will be going off of my expense trackers. I wrote everything in. So if you've seen previous budgets, then you know what I'm talking about with my expense trackers. If not, you can just keep on watching to see what I do. And then if you're still confused, then you can watch a previous budget for my digital cash envelopes. And it should all make sense because I'll show you my actual planner. So I already wrote in the amounts and everything for my expense tracker. So I'm just literally going to go down the list and make sure everything is funded for the month. So the total that I need in my cloud account, because in Qube Money, the money has to be in your cloud account in order for you to use this funding page. So the total that I need for to be in my cloud account is $5,759.98, which is there. So once I'm done stuffing my digital cash envelopes via Qube, then my cloud account should be 0. So let's go ahead and get started with expense tracker number 1, which is for all expenses from February 1st through February 15th. And then for expense tracker number 2 is going to be February 16th through February 28th. So that is what we'll be doing. So let's go ahead and get started with expense tracker number 1. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is adding money to the very right column that says adding. So once I press fund cubes, all of the cubes that I've added money to will be funded by exactly how much I have put in there. Okay, so let's start with our bills. We do have all of our bills being paid out of Qube Money because Qube Money does have a bill pay feature. So all I have to do is find my bill cubes and you'll see that it's a bill cube because right under the title of my cube, like how it says Verizon and then right underneath it says billing and then it has the due date for it, then I know it's a billing cube. And then if it's not a billing cube and actually is like a spending cube, like sinking funds, cash envelopes, things like that, if you look under the medical cube, it'll say spending. So spending cubes are the equivalent of your just regular cash envelopes. So let's go ahead and find the mortgage cube. I'm gonna see if I can put this in alphabetical order too. So mortgage cube is 1,864.66. Okay, let me see really quick. Can I sort this? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well that would have been easier. I'm gonna have to reach out to the Qube Money tech team or customer service and put in a request for them to make sorting available on the funding page. So childcare, I am actually going to do the full amount for childcare, and the full amount, I can actually take out these 2 pages and make that easy on me. Okay, so daycare for the month is $11.40. So do daycare, and then natural gas we are putting in $150. Let's see, life insurance for me is $57.64. And you'll notice on my bill cubes that I do have like the bill or monthly amount, which is true for the most part, except like utilities. Utilities, are seasonal. So no matter if I was to change the billing amount, it kind of really doesn't matter because the amounts change each season. So I usually just budget for it according to whatever month it is. Vivint is getting 56.47. Okay. And then Frontier is 67.86 for Frontier. And then Amazon Kids Plus is going to go to Amazon CC because it is paid via our Amazon account. So we're going to put that in there. And Amazon CC stands for Amazon credit card. So, well, anything CC stands for credit card. Netflix is $13.99. Gas, we're going to do for gas and groceries. In order to do this video the way I wanted to, I created 2 grocery accounts and 2 Costco accounts, and I left gas as one because when you think about it, gas, we use that as needed. There's like, unless we're going on a trip or something like that, for which I would fund additional gas anyway, they're like, we can't consume more gas on accident, if that makes sense. Versus groceries and Costco, we can spend more on groceries than we intended to. So that's why I made 2 groceries and 2 Costco accounts so that I could put expense tracker number 1's groceries in grocery account number 1, and then expense tracker number 2's grocery money I could put in grocery 2 Qube. So that's going to make sense in just a second. So groceries 1, for 2 weeks worth of groceries, we are doing $80. So that has to last us from the 1st of February through the 15th of February. And then we're going to do the same thing for groceries for the 16th of February through the 28th of February. So let me find my groceries 2 Qube and put $80 in there too. Oh, here it goes. So that way I can't accidentally spend money that is supposed to be for expense tracker number 2's groceries in the expense tracker number 1 time period, which is the 1st through the 15th. So instead of, like, I didn't want to put it all of the month's money in just one grocery Qube or one Costco Qube, because I will spend it all in one trip. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to like get Qube to be as close to like real cash envelopes as possible. And for groceries, like, that is our biggest pain point, and like I'm constantly going over for groceries. I mean, I've been lenient about it, but I want to like tighten it up this year. So that is what I'm doing there. I'm actually going to take out that money from groceries too. I'm gonna do it in just a second once I go to expense tracker number 2, because I need this adding total at the top to equal the expense tracker number 1 like total, so that I know I did it right. So yeah, I'm gonna do groceries number 2 in just a second, but not just yet. Gas, we're gonna do 180. And then Costco 1, we're going to do 175. Diapers, we're going to do $40. So car loan, we're going to do $256.29. Fun/holidays, we are going to do $50 for Valentine's Day. iCloud and Adobe Cloud are on this expense tracker, plus $50 for planner supplies. So I'm actually going to put the total of that, which is $79.98. I'm going to actually put that in my Randy4short Qube, because I have a business account. Right now I am funding my business account from my personal money, because I do buy planner supplies and all that good stuff, which is a business write-off. But right now, YouTube is not making enough money to support my habit. So I'm still using personal money for business expenses. So, but the money, of course, comes out of my business account, not my personal account. So $79.98 is going to go in there. And then hubby finally called his life insurance and got that all taken care of. We figured out that it went up slightly because his plan was taken off of auto pay when I was trying to switch it from switch our payment information from our old bill paying account to Qube Money. So I couldn't set it back up to auto pay. He had to call. So in the meantime, they were charging us like an extra $1.50 or whatever it was, because he wasn't on auto pay. So now that he's back on auto pay, the price went back down to what it's supposed to be, which is $69.96. So yay for that. And that is the total of what we're going to be adding. And this adding amount is not correct. So I need to figure out why. So 570. Oh, because it's over $570 because I funded the child care account for the entire month and not just like $570 for this expense tracker and then $570 for the other expense tracker. And that's fine. I'm going to leave it like it is and just press fund cubes. And okay, so the adding is going to now go to 0, and then all of the money that I put in the adding column has now went back to 0 because it's actually in the cube that I assigned it to. So I'm going to show you guys all the money and stuff in the cubes at the very end after I do this next expense tracker. So just one more second. Okay, so expense tracker number 2, let me get to it. In my planner, has childcare first with $570, which I already did. Water and trash comes next. So water and trash is going to get $130. Electric right above it is going to get $15. I erased a line, so the PO box is not getting funded because my PO box is actually closed. So I updated my monthly numbers to reflect that $94 difference. So if you just watched my budget video that came out right before this one, and then you came to this one, then that's why my numbers are different. So MetLife, which is right here conveniently, we're putting $309. Verizon right above that is $123. ID theft is $12.90. Gas for this period is another $180. Groceries, that's going to go into groceries 2 for this period, is going to be $80. Costco for this period is going to go into Costco 2, so $175 for 2 weeks. Kaiser is going to get $126. Sinking funds is going to get $39.24. Clothing is going to get $100. And I'm hoping to have at least $300 by the summertime. So, or at least I got to remember to hold on, because we're definitely going to have $300 by the summertime, but I got to remember to hold on to $300 if I have to spend any money out of our clothing, because I am getting ready to go back to work. So, I do want to pick up a couple of things for myself, and we are updating hubby's wardrobe, but for like right now, we don't need anything, but definitely in the summertime, we are going to need some new pieces. So that's that. So on the Friendsmas. So Friendsmas is going to go into gifts, F&F, which is gifts, family, and friends. And then Christmas right above it is going to give 50. And then the baby shower is going to also go into gifts, family, and friends. So we're going to increase that total. So 30 plus 25, we're going to increase it to 55. Because I actually talked to my friend the other day, and she's going to have her baby shower in April. So the baby is due in June, but I'm going to make sure I have the money by April. So this is the last bit for the baby shower. So that sinking fund is done now. But I'm going to keep saving up for Friendsmas and the gifts for family and friends. So that's going to go in there. I already did Christmas. I already did the baby shower. So Epidemic Sound, HP ink, and planner supplies is what's left. And I'm going to add those two together and put them in the Randy4short Qube, because I'm going to take all of the money out of that Randy4short and transfer it to my business account once I'm done, once I'm off camera. The total amount that I need for Randy4short is going to be $80 for those 3 items. Okay, so my adding total is 1,475 spot 14, which is different from what I have on my expense tracker, and it should only be different by 570 because I did the full childcare amount in the first go round for expense tracker number 1. So let's see. So yeah, the difference is 570, which is perfectly fine because of the reason I just stated. So I'm going to go ahead and press Fund Cubes. Okay, so now you can see my cloud account is 0, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to allocate all of the money that was in that account to a specific cube or cash envelope. So I'm going to just go through my bills and make sure all of the cubes have money in the balance column, because that is the actual balance of that cube, and to make sure that the date underneath that balance says February, and that's how I can do a visual check that all of the bills were paid for January. If anything says January as the date, that bill has not been paid for January just yet. So let's scroll through. I'm just looking out for 0 in January in that balance column, which I don't see. So that means that all of my cubes have been funded for February and all of my bills have been paid for January. So that is actually very convenient for us, because now we don't have to worry about bills for the rest of the month, because they're just going to come out of these cubes, and these are pre-authorized. These have been already set up, so they can't take more than what I have said that they can take. And unless it's set up to be like a variable amount, but otherwise they can't take more than what I specified they can take. And now we don't have to worry about touching bill money, if that makes sense, because all of our spending cubes, or like our variable spending accounts, are on this spending page. And I'm just going to scan through to make sure that for the most part, like our gas, groceries, and Costco accounts have the amounts that I want for either that expense period or for the month. So I'm just scanning through to make sure that everything looks okay. Costco 1 and Costco 2 should each have 175, which is right. Daycare should have 1140. That's right. Diaper should have 40. Gas, this last go round, it has 180 in it a piece that I deposited today, so that's perfectly fine. I'm not worried if the cube has more than what I just funded, because that just means I have a balance from some previous period, like last month or something. So that's fine. I just don't want it to be lower than what I'm expecting it to be. So gas, gifts, groceries 1 and 2, which is the main thing I'm worried about, or the main thing I'm concentrating on, is going to be $80 in both cubes, so that once that $80 is up for the 2 weeks, then we're done with groceries and Costco. And then if there's any money left over, I'll probably roll it up to the sinking funds and then allocate it back down to another cube next month, or at the end of at the end of February. I might transfer it to a savings cube. It kind of depends. I don't really like worry about it until it's time to make a decision of what to do with the sinking funds balance, because the sinking funds balance is just like a catch-all. So any money that's left over, any like pay yourself first money, like any unexpected income, it all goes to the sinking fund, so that I know that we have extra money if we need it. But for the most part, I'll deal with it when I get to it. So I don't have to track expenses, because any extra money is going to that sinking funds account and not to my actual spending account, if that makes sense. So let's see, Randy4short should have 159.98. It doesn't show the cents, but if I click on it, it's going to show the cents. So that's perfectly fine. Let's see. Sapphire CC is our credit card, sinking funds. All right. So, yeah, that's perfectly fine. So everything has been funded, and basically all I have to do is just make sure that we don't go over budget. And with Qube, that's actually easy, because once the account hits 0, it like the Qube money is attached to an actual debit card. Like, let me show you guys. I don't think I've actually ever showed you guys. All right, so this is the Qube money debit card. It's a vertical card. It's pretty cute. The card number and stuff is on the back, so you have privacy when you go to swipe and stuff like that, which I actually like. And I still haven't forgotten that a few of you have requested to see Qube money in action. It's just that I don't really go out the house all that much, and when I do, it's just like a quick run. In order to show you guys, like with like Qube money in action and stuff, I need somebody with me to record me using the card. So which is going to be Husbay, and Husbay is currently studying for midterms. He's always studying because he's in school. He's pre-med. If you're new to my channel, he's pre-med. So I try not to take up any of his time and pull him away from studying, because that is like top priority for this family. But otherwise, I'm going to see about, like, I haven't forgotten to show you guys how Qube money works. But for the most part, that is how Qube money works. When I go to swipe my card, I just open up the app, open up a Qube, and then I swipe my card and then close the Qube, and I'm done. So nobody can hack my card. Nobody can like steal any money or whatever. Anything that I buy has to be pre-authorized unless a Qube is open at that moment. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy peasy. And if there's no money in that Qube, when I go to swipe, you have no money unless I transfer money from another Qube to the Qube that I want to use. And at that point, I'm making a conscious decision to go over budget because there's no money in the Qube. So I'm taking from another Qube in order to fund that purchase. So yeah, that is why I don't track expenses, because I don't have to. So Qube does it all for me. takes the thought out of it and everything. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this new kind of like way of me doing digital cash envelopes and just having everything like all digital cash envelopes in this one video. So if that's what you came here for, that's all that you're getting. So if you want to see the paper version of my budget, then check out the video before this one. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing this format from now on unless you guys say otherwise. Yeah, because it's quick and easy. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.